Hey everyone, welcome back to Solo Party. My name is Kane, and we are back with the Defect on Ascension 6. And I do want to clarify that for the Claw deck, the second highest vote in the poll we did a little while ago now wanted 8 claws in the deck, the max we can have. So there are 8 total claws in our rewards deck. I will try not to lean into it too much, but hey, if that is the best pick, that is what we are going to take. For Ascension 6, we now only heal 4 HP at the start of Acts 2 and 3. So HP is a little bit more precious to us after a boss fight. Let's go ahead and roll to see what boss we'll have. And a 6 gives us the slime boss. And we know Niao's Blessing gives us the extra 3 gold and a card reward, so that's why I already have those set out right there. And let's go ahead and check out what the Niao's Blessing is. We have the options of gaining a card reward from the colorless rewards, removing a card, or gaining a rare card reward and losing 2 HP. And while a rare card reward does seem nice, I don't want to lose 2 HP this early on. We do have an early campsite, but I'm hoping to get an upgrade there instead. And we could try for a colorless reward, but I think we're just going to remove a card, and we are going to remove a basic strike. For the card reward, I'm torn between Leap and Compile Driver. I like the extra defense and the card draw. But I think for now, I want to get a little extra defense, and we're going to choose Leap. That'll allow us to play a little more passively with our orbs. And finally, we can roll for our first encounter. Okay, number 4, so we are facing the Cultist. All right, we're very familiar with the Cultist at this point. Let's draw our opening hand. We have Strike, Dual Cast, Defend, Zap, and a Leap. All right, we were really hoping to get that Leap next turn. We will start by spending 1 energy to play our Zap and get another Lightning Orb. We will spend 1 energy in order to defend, so we get the 1 block required. Well, let's see if we need to, actually. We could, of course, roll here, and yeah, a 1 does not get us the block we need, so we will have to play the defend. And I think I'll wait for that dual cast to come back around, and we will spend 1 energy on a strike to deal 1 damage and put it at 8. Then at the end of our turn, our lightnings deal 2 damage, taking it down to 6. And then the cultist will attack us for 1, which we block. It gains 1 strength, and then it's back to our turn. We'll draw our 5, and we have a strike, defend, our Ascender's Bane, upgraded to the foil edition, another defend, and another defend. All right, it's a good turn to get some defense, I guess, here. Let's see if we get any help here, and we do this time. So we do get 1 block from that. So now we are regretting that much defense because all we really need to do at this point is spend 1 on 1 more defense to get the 2 block needed, and 1 more energy on the 1 strike we drew to take it down to 5. We'll end our turn, and the Ascender's Bane will exhaust, and 2 more damage from our lightning orbs takes it to 3. The cultist then attacks us for 2, which we block. Back to our turn, we draw the last card in our deck, which is a strike. And actually, we're not even going to shuffle. 1 strike plus our 2 lightning does the last 3 damage we needed. It did gain a strength, but that does not matter. We defeated it this turn. We go up to 6 coin, and we'll get a card reward. And we get to choose between a Recycle, Chaos, and Darkness. And I'm interested in playing around with the Darkness orbs in the game because of how different they are from the video game. But we aren't really built around it right now. We don't have any powers yet, so I think we're going to choose a Chaos and leave it up to the die. And for our path, we'll start by just going up the middle here. We do want to hit this early campfire, and I think probably snake around this way to get another campfire later, plus that elite. And we've drawn Bonfire Spirits. Our only option here is to make an offer to remove a card, and we actually don't have an uncommon, a rare, or a curse we can remove because Ascender's Bane cannot be removed. So we're basically just getting a free card removal, and I think this time we will take out a basic defend. And now we'll continue forward into another encounter. And we are up against Double Fungi Beast. All right, let's get our starting hand. We have Leap, Defend, Strike, Defend, and Strike. We'll roll our die to see what the Fungi Beast and if we get any other effects, and that is a 3. So nothing for us, but the first Fungi Beast will be attacking for 1 and gaining a strength, and the second one will be attacking for 2. So we do need a lot of block this turn, which we were able to draw. We will spend our first energy on our Leap to get 2 block. And we will spend another energy on a defend to get the 3rd block that we will need. And we will spend our last energy on a basic strike. And since we know this one is gaining a strength, I think we'll attack it first and take it down to 5. Now, at the end of our turn, our lightning will go off, and then we'll take this one down to 4. And then we are attacked for 1, and it gains a strength. And then we're attacked for 2, and we full block all of that. We'll draw our next hand, and now we have our Chaos, Defend, Ascender's Bane, Zap, and Dual Cast. We'll roll the die again. Okay, and on a 5, we do get 1 block from that. This one will be gaining 2 strength, and this one will be attacking for 1 and gaining a strength. We've got the 1 block that we need for this turn. So let's start by spending 1 energy to get out another lightning orb. We will then spend 1 energy to play our chaos, and the orb is on a 5, so we channel a dark orb. Then we will spend our last energy to dual cast, and we will evoke our dark orb twice. So we get to deal 3 damage plus 1 for each power we have in play. Obviously, we have no powers, so that's just going to be 3 damage twice. So 3 damage to this front fungi beast will defeat it. On death, we will gain a vulnerable, but that's not going to matter because another 3 damage here takes it down to 2, and at the end of our turn, we still have 2 lightning orbs, which will defeat that fungi beast. So we'll go up to 7 coin. We'll get a potion, and we gained a cunning potion. And we'll get a card reward. And we have our force field, claw, or cool-headed. And I do think we still need just a tad bit more damage, so I think we are going to take claw here. We already have a little bit of extra defense in our deck from leap, and we've taken out a basic strike and a basic defend, plus chaos could also get us a frost orb, so I think claw is our best choice here. Next up, we have our campfire we're going to go to, and obviously we do not need to rest, so we will upgrade. And so something I'm going to start doing is whenever I upgrade a card, we're going to upgrade it into its beta art because I love the beta art for this game. I use it a lot of the time in the video game. I think a lot of it's really cute and really fun. So we'll just start doing that as a little something extra to mix it up. Now for our next hallway encounter, we've got a large slime. Obviously, one of the slime boss minions getting ready for us, scouting us out. All right, let's get it started with this opening hand. We have our Claw, Cinder's Bane, Strike, Dual Cast, and a Defend. And now we're only being attacked for 1 this time. Let's see if we can roll a block here, and we did not. So we will be spending 1 energy on a basic defend to get the 1 block we need. Then we'll go ahead and play Claw to get our first red cube and then deal 1 damage, taking it down to 7. And I'll start lining our red cubes up over here by the orbs. I will then spend another energy on a basic strike, taking it down to 6. And I would like to keep it around for a little bit longer, but I think we will just go ahead and use all of our energy, spend that last one to evoke our lightning orb. Oh, that's right, it does it twice. I was only thinking for 2 damage doesn't seem that good, but for 4 damage, yeah, that's great. We'll take it down to 2. And then our Ascender's Bane exhausts, and we are attacked for 1, which we block. Now we're being attacked for 4, but we only need to draw 2 damage into our hand, so we have a Zap, Chaos, Strike, Strike, yep, and that'll do it. Even with the Zap and probably the Chaos, that is enough damage in our hand to defeat the large slime before it can even summon an acid slime out. So we are up to 8 coin, another potion, which is an explosive potion. That could be helpful against the slime boss, or maybe if we get the sentries as an elite, that'll be good. And a card reward. And now we have a Claw, a Melter, and a Skim. I'm not too worried about shield removal with Melter. Gaining another Claw is obviously good, but I do kind of like Skim to get us more card draw because we are trying to get our cards down to 0 cost. And it also does help us get Claw in a different way, and since we know there are so many in the deck, I think I will take a Skim. And I think we'll go left here to this event, and we've got the Living Wall. So 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know and I'll let you go. I require change to see a new space, or if you want to pass me, then you must grow. So again, remove a card, transform a card, or upgrade a card. All really good options for us. And I do like how thin we've been able to keep the deck. I feel like upgrading is more common, so I think we're going to choose to remove a card, and we will get rid of another basic strike. And for our first relic, we've got a Horncleat. Awesome. So now on a 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, we can get 1 block. So pretty defensive, pretty good for us, I think. And after that, we can head back towards the center for another encounter in the hall, which is going to be a Looter. All right, let's see if we can keep this hitless run going. We need to try to get to 2 block on this turn. We've got a Strike, our Ascender's Bane, Skim, Defend, and Defend. Okay, not a great hand for us. Let's roll the die. Okay, and on a 4, we do get 1 block. We need to be able to generate 1 more to fully block the Looter. And we definitely can, so I think I will go ahead and spend our first energy on a Skim to try to draw into some of our 0 cost cards. And we've drawn a Dual Cast, Leap, and a Zap. Okay, not our 0 cost cards, but that means we do know they're coming up next turn. So we can go ahead and spend one more energy on a basic defend to get the 2 block we need. And we'll spend our last energy on a zap to get 2 lightning orbs. We'll end our turn and the lightning will deal 2 damage, taking it down to 7. And then we'll be attacked for 2, which we fully block. All right, let's go ahead and draw our next hand. We have a defend, strike, chaos, claw, and now we'll need to shuffle and draw again, and a dual cast. So we'll go ahead and start by spending 1 to play our dual cast to evoke a lightning orb twice, dealing 4 damage, taking it down to 2. Sorry, down to 3. I guess we'll roll the die here. We are being attacked for 3. Okay, a 6 does give us 1 block. And now let's actually rewind that real quick, because if I had rolled the die first like I should have, we would have been on a 6. So before we dual casted, we would have chaosed, which would have given us a dark orb. Then we would have dual casted that dark orb, which would be 6 damage, which would take it down to 1. Obviously, we have the lightning orbs, we have the claw, we have the damage, and that defeats the looter. We're having a super easy time on Act 1 right now. We can go ahead and draw another potion, see if we want to give up one that we have for what we draw. And a block potion. And I think emergency block is just a tad bit better than a cunning potion. So I will replace that. And then a card reward. And between our overclock, double energy, and cold snap, I don't think we need overclock right now. So either double energy or cold snap. Double energy will let us take more expensive cards later, so that could be good. And we already have skim, so we could end up with extra cards that we could spend that energy on. And I like cold snap, but it is common, so we'll probably come across it again. I think we're going to take double energy. And either way is an event, so we'll check one out. And we'll go to the left side so we can get to that campfire as well. And we've got the ancient temple. You come across an ancient temple, you sure don't see any traps. So we can go inside, which will gain us a relic. We lose 1 HP, and we lose 1 additional HP per player who chose this option before you. So actually, in solo, that's pretty good. We'll only have to lose the 1 HP, or we can leave and nothing happens. And yeah, I think 1 HP for a relic is pretty worth it. Better than most elite fights. And we gained a Dolly's Mirror. So on a 1, we get to trigger another Die Relic ability. And we only have Die Relic abilities right now, so that's really strong for us. And next up, we've got our campfire, and we will be upgrading. And we will continue to make our orb generators free with a zap. And now we're coming up on our first elite. And we got the Gremlin Knob, probably the one we wanted the least. So let's start it off with our hand. We have our Ascender's Bane. We keep getting that in our opening hand. A Defend, Chaos, and a Leap. Now, this is just about the worst opening hand we could have hoped for. So let's see what we get on our die. Okay, and another 6. At least that does get us out a Dark Orb with Chaos. We also gain the block from rolling the 6, but that doesn't really do anything for us. All the Gremlin Knob does on the first turn is gain Enraged, and we just have to end our turn. So we are exhausting the Ascender's Bane, and Gremlin Knob takes 1 from our Lightning, going to 16. Now it has Enraged. Let's see if we can draw a better hand this turn. We have our Claw, a Double Energy, Dual Cast, Strike, and Defend. We are being attacked for 3 here. Let's roll the die. Okay, on a 2, Horncleat does go off, so we do get 1 block from that. And I think we are going to go ahead and just spend our block potion to get us up to that 3 block without having to play a skill. We will then play Claw for 1 damage, taking it to 15. We will spend 1 energy on a strike, taking it down to 14. And as much as I don't want to take the damage, I think we do have to race it down. We cannot put up 3 block reliably without playing skills for this entire encounter. Not for too many turns here without taking a lot of damage. So we are going to go ahead and play Dual Cast for 1. And we will evoke that Dark Orb twice for 6 damage, taking it down to 8. Taking 1 damage from that skill puts us at 2 block. At the end of our turn, our Lightning deals another damage, taking it down to 7. We're then attacked for 3. We block 2 of that, taking 1 damage and going down to 6. And then the Gremlin Knob gains a Strength. And now for this upcoming turn, it's going to be attacking us for 4. So we'll draw our hand. We have our Strike, Zap, Skim, Strike, and Defend. Let's roll the die. We're being attacked for 4. Okay, a 1. That is actually really good. That gets us 2 block here, thanks to Dolly's Mirror and Horncleat. Okay, that was the best roll we could have hoped for here. Now, this might be risky, but I think it's our best chance at getting this done. We will spend 1 energy on a Skim. So we'll draw 3 cards, and we get Dual Cast. Oh, we needed that. Claw and Chaos. Okay, perfect. So this was a skill, so we do take 1 damage going down to 1 block. Then we will go ahead and play our Claw. We gain a second red cube, which means we're now doing 2 damage with the Claw, taking it down to 5. All right, the video cut out for a second, but you can see real quick what we did here. We just had to dual cast our lightning orb for another 4 damage and then a basic strike. We had enough block to block the damage we take from dual cast and defeat the Gremlin Knob. So we gained our 2 coin, putting us up to 10 coin. We get a relic, and we got a happy flower. So with that, we are now doing something no matter what we roll on the die, which I really love to see. Now for our card rewards, between our Sunder, Scrape, and Charge Battery, I think Scrape obviously fits into what we're going for. I think we're doing pretty good on defense, especially with the help of our relics. And Sunder is just a little bit out of our range here, even though, I don't know, with Happy Flower, it still could be good, but I don't think we're really building around that. So I think Scrape is good for us. And maybe I'll end up regretting this, but I think we can manage to get away with not healing at this last campfire. And let's upgrade our claw. There is no beta art for the claw pack version of the claw, so we'll just have the regular upgraded side here. And now we can get the slime boss ready. All right, here we go. We don't have to worry about any damage coming at us the first turn. Let's see what we can draw into. A Chaos, Scrape, Zap, Defend, and Defend. Okay, a little wild of an opening hand. Let's go ahead and roll our dice, see what our Chaos is going to be doing. And on a 4, we actually gain an energy and a block. So we might not be able to deal 22 damage before this big 6-turn hit comes in. So I think we're going to play things this way. We're going to start with a Chaos, and because we have a 4, we're going to generate a Frost Orb. Now, this is the card on top of our discard pile. So when we go ahead and spend 1 energy to play Scrape, we will deal 2 damage, taking it down to 20, and then put the Chaos back into our hand. And we will go ahead and, of course, just play it again for another Frost Orb. So that's going to be generating us 2 block at the end of our turn. Then we'll go ahead and play our Zap as well, and we will just evoke our Zap to channel another Zap. So that's going to be another 2 damage, taking it down to 18, and our Lightning Orb will just stay where it's at. At the end of the turn, the lightning deals 1 more, taking it to 17, and then we get 3 slimed into our discard pile. We, of course, gained a 2 block as well, so we would have been at, 3 block? But obviously we did not need that for this turn. And now we are being attacked for 3, so something like that would be really useful. If we can roll into another block from our die, then our Frost Orbs will take care of the rest, and we can focus on damage. So let's draw our hand. We've got a Leap, Strike, Claw, a Cinder's Bane, and a Strike. We roll the die, and on a 1, we get a block from Horncleat. And then Dolly's Mirror lets us trigger something else, but we don't really need anything else. I guess we will just go ahead and take the extra block. And we will start by spending 1 energy in order to play a strike, taking it down to 16. We'll spend another energy on another strike, going down to 15. And we'll play our Claw, which deals 2 damage because we have the upgraded side now. So it's now at 13. And when we end our turn, we gain 2 block from our Frost Orb, putting us at 4, and 1 damage from Lightning takes it down to 12. Our Cinder's Bane will also exhaust. And then we get attacked for 3, which we fully block, and 2 more slimes. And now it's the big 6 damage turn incoming. All right, let's draw our hand here. We've got a Defend, Double Energy, Skim, and a Dual Cast, and a Strike. Let's start with our double energy. So we spend 1 and then double that up to 4. Well, let's roll our die first. And we rolled another 1. So that is going to give us 1 block from Horncleat. And then our Dolly's Mirror, we'll actually use that for a energy. So if we had done that at the start of our turn like we should, we'd go up to 4, down to 3, and then doubled up to 6 with our double energy. Then we will spend 1 energy for a Skim. And we draw a Defend, Scrape, and a Strike. We've got 6 incoming damage, so we'll spend 2 energy for 2 basic defense to go up to 3 block. Then we'll spend another energy for a dual cast, and we'll dual cast one of our Frost Orbs to get another 2 block, going up to 5. And now at the end of our turn, the Frost Orb will get us up to the 6 that we need. So we'll spend 1 energy on a Scrape, but we don't have a 0-cost card, so that's just going to be 2 damage. And we'll spend our last energy on a Strike, taking it down to 9. At the end of our turn, we go up to our 6 block, and the Lightning Orb deals 1 more damage, taking it down to 8. Then we get attacked for 6, which we fully block. For this turn, we draw a Leap, a Chaos, a Zap, a Slime, and another Slime. And when rolling our die, we got another 1. We'll get a block, which we don't need, and we don't really need another block We could actually use another energy. So we'll go ahead and take that going up to 4 because that's going to help us exhaust some of these slimes. So we will get rid of 2 of those for 2 energy. Then we'll play a Zap, which will get us another Lightning Orb. And our Chaos gets us another Lightning Orb, so we'll have to evoke one that we already have for another 2 damage, taking it down to 6. And there's not really much else we can do with this turn. So when we end our turn, 2 more Lightning Orbs takes it down to 4. And we get another block, which isn't going to really do anything because we're just getting 3 more slimed into our discard. Now this turn, we're being attacked for 3 and getting 2 more slime, but we're hoping to beat it. So we draw a slime, a defend, a claw, and another slimed. We'll roll our die. And a 5 will get us 1 block. And we're going to use all of our energy to exhaust the 3 slimes that we have in our hand. Then we're going to play our claw to get another red cube. And now this is going to deal 3 damage, taking the slime boss down to 1. And we can end our turn and the lightning orbs will do the remaining damage that we need. So it dies, and at the start of the next round, we're going to summon a large slime, acid slime, and a spike slime in that order. And all right, let's draw our hand before we see what all the slimes are going to be doing. We, of course, get a slimed, a dual cast, another slimed, defend, and a skim. Let's roll the die. We would love to get some more energy here. Okay, but a 2 is just going to get us 1 block for our horned cleat. And that means we're getting attacked for 3 with the large slime and getting 2 more slimed. We're getting weakened and then getting attacked for 1 and applying a vulnerable. So that is really not great for us. A total of 4 incoming damage. I think going ahead and spending 1 energy to see what we can get out of a skim will be good. So we'll draw 3, which will get us another defend, a scrape, and a slimed. Okay, not good. So I think we definitely want to go ahead and use our explosive potion here to deal 2 damage to this row. That takes the large slime down to 10, the acid slime down to 3, and the spike slime down to 3. We will spend another energy on a dual cast, and we will dual cast a lightning orb for a total of 4 damage. And we'll spread that out a bit. We'll get both the acid slime and the spike slime down to 1. And I'm not as scared of weak as I am about the 1 damage and vulnerable. So I'm just going to use this last energy to get another defend, which will give us 2 block. And with that, we'll end our turn. We will gain another block from our Frost Orb, going to 3, and we will use our 1 damage on the Lightning Orb to defeat the Spike Slime. Now we take 3 damage from the Large Slime, which we fully block, and then we'll get a Weaken from the Slab. And we're on to the next turn. Oh, we do need 2 more Slimes in our discard. And now we'll draw up, so we get a Strike, Chaos, Defend, Claw, and a Strike. And when we roll the die here, we get a 6. Okay. So a 6 means we're being attacked for 4 from the large slime and then 2 and a daze from the acid slime. So really not great there. But an energy is basically going to be wasted here, so we will just choose to gain a block with that 6. We know we can just defeat the acid slime with our lightning orb at the end of our turn, so we're not worried about dealing that damage. And we do have enough to just spend all of our energy down, so we will spend 1 on a strike, and it doesn't matter what it goes toward because we are weakened, so it will just deal 0 damage, but we'll clear the weak. We'll spend another energy on another strike for the large slime, taking it down to 9. And we'll spend our last energy on a basic defend for another block, putting us at 2. A chaos orb will get us a chaos will get us a dark orb. And lastly, a claw will get us another red, so we'll be able to do 4 damage to the large slime, taking it down to 5. And at the end of our turn, we get another block going to 3 with our frost orb, and we use our lightning to defeat the acid slime. Now the large slime attacks us for 4, so we block 3 and we take 1 going to 5. And now I think the end is coming near. Let's draw up our hand. And we've got a zap and a leap. And that is actually going to be enough in our hand here. Let's see what we ended up drawing. Another defend and of course 2 slimes. But at the start of our turn, we will go ahead and roll just for seeing what will happen. So yeah, that's just going to be a block, but we don't need it. We can play our zap for free to channel a lightning, which will evoke this dark orb for 3 damage, taking it down to 2. And then once we have 2 lightning orbs here, we can just end our turn for another 2 damage, defeating the large slime and overcoming the boss slime. So we'll gain that 3 coin, going to 13. And let's check out our boss relic options. So for our boss relic options, we have Pandora's Box, transform 3 cards and use that immediately. That could be fun. Snecko Eye, we're already doing a lot with the dice rolls, so that could be good as well. And a Calling Bell, so gain 3 relics and a curse. All right, so some really interesting options right here for the boss relic. And for our rare card reward, we can choose between All for One, which is obviously good and going in line with what we're doing. The Fragment, which also, in a way, we are generating quite a bit more orbs than we did the last time, so that could be good. And our Echo Form. Okay, so every option here, I think, is viable. So I'm really interested in seeing what you all end up voting on. A nice little cakewalk of an Act 1 for the Defect at Ascension 6. Even with the only healing 4, we will actually heal up to full still because we managed to not take that much damage. Even with foregoing our heal at that last campsite and going for an upgrade, I think all of that worked out in our favor. So this has been Solo Party. My name is Kane. Thanks for watching.